Shalom, giving all praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, double honors to the apostles of GreatMillStone that all impeccably well, and shalom to you, Akim, that's pushing his truth and sincerity across the four winds. But I just want to get into this video. It's going to be regarding this UK, rapper over here in the UK by the name of Stormzy, right? Now, the title reads, Stormzy apologizes for homophobic tweets. Now, you always get this theme when, Jake, especially Jake, have, sold their soul for fame and riches, and have made it to a certain plateau to where things they've done in their past that don't agree with the world, with the so-called white man system, will always catch up with them. Now, in this case, Stormzy, like we all had the same, mentality, and still supposed to have the same mentality of, not agreeing with homosexual, acts or mindsets, right? Growing up, especially growing up in the UK, you grow up knowing that that's not cool, man. You grow up knowing that being a faggot, being a homosexual is not something that you should desire. And it's not something that, we tolerate growing up. But, because Esau's vibration has been spread, throughout the four corners of the earth, it's now become a thing where, being a faggot is esteemed, man, and it's looked at as a good thing. Now, it's funny because this topic, this homophobia, this transgender agenda has been coming up a lot, man, because Esau is pushing it heavy, demasculating the man, making the woman masculine, making the man feminine. Like, that's what Esau's been doing heavy recently, man. So you've had it where this guy Stormzy, basically, he had some tweets going back, I think it was like 2 or 3 years ago, where he was basically, going in on faggots, man, going in on the homosexuals, making, using the word faggot, referring to people as faggots on TV shows and, stuff of that nature. And, now he's in the music game and he's making a lot of money. He's now have to retract them statements, man. Right? Because those statements that he made in the past do not go hand in hand with the so-called white man system, man. Right? So you always get this with these celebrities, especially the Jake celebrities. They have to go back and they have to go back on their word, issue the apology. Or, what's going to happen, man? That LGBT is going to come down on you, man. Before you know it, your fame's been stripped away from you. Now it says here, the rapper said he used the words at a time when I was young and proudly ignorant. Right? Well, you weren't proudly ignorant, right? You was in your right mind concerning that particular subject, man. But now you've made a certain amount of money and you've accumulated a certain amount of fame. You're now going back and, trimming your ways to suit the so-called white man, which we'll get into that scripture in a moment. Now, the post that they've actually, dug up from the years 2011 to 2014, which has since been deleted, showed he used the terms offensive to the gay community. He told his Twitter followers that he regrets the comments and they are attitudes I have left in the past. Well, you better get that attitude back, man. Because, being a homosexual, being a faggot, right, being a bomb raider is against the scriptures of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. It's against the Holy Bible, man. It says Stormzy published an apology on Twitter saying that the comments he made were unacceptable and disgusting, right? So basically, this guy's just retracted the whole thing that he said. They weren't even that long ago, He's trying to go on, like, in the space of 3 years. He's matured so much that that was such a long time ago, man. These guys are full of shit, man. But this is the kind of things you got to do when you sell your soul. This is the kind of things you got to do when you make that that allegiance with the so-called white man, with the devil, right? And I'm talking to you Negroes, Hispanics and Native Americans, man, because you are the true children of Israel, right? And these guys, these celebrities that they put up there, they've sold their souls for riches, man, right? Which is why they had to compromise their views. They had to compromise the way of life they might have known, before entering into the entertainment business, to now become this puppet for the so-called white man, and to push his philosophy and push his views and his demonic way of life, man. Now this is 1 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 21. It says, "Ye cannot drink the cup of the Lord and the cup of devils. Ye cannot be partakers of the Lord's table and the tables of devils," man. Right? So you can't take both. You can't take part in both, man. You gotta choose who your master is, man. Right? If your master is Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, then you better stay on that path, man. But if your master is gonna be the so-called white man, because he's giving you, those riches that are not gonna last for long, and he's giving you that little bit of fame, that 5 minutes of fame to get your limelight, which you're gonna be broke. You're gonna die broke, because that's what happens to all these so-called black celebrities, man. You Israelite celebrities out there, you end up dead and broke. It's the same story over and over again, man, with you celebrities, right? And that's because the curses are pursuing you, as it tells you in the scriptures in the book of Deuteronomy. Those curses will pursue you. It doesn't matter how much money you make. Them curses that the Lord has put on our people for not following his laws, statutes, and commandments are always going to follow us into our ways of life, man. Right? No matter how much money you got, you're going to receive a different type of hell from another person. Doesn't matter how much money you worth, man. Right? The Lord is going to make sure that them curses catch up with you and afflict you. Right? So I'll read that again. "You cannot drink the cup of the Lord and the cup of devils. Ye cannot be partakers of the Lord's table and the table of devils," man. So you got these celebrities, they always want to go on like, when they get their awards, they want to thank God, and they want to, well, really, you sold your soul, man, and you've been blowing on the so-called Jewish man's what? Right? That's the raw reality of what's going on behind closed doors concerning these entertainers, man. Right? Now this is Jeremiah chapter 2 and verse 33. It says, "Why trimmest thou thy way to seek love?" So why change your own ways and your own views, right, to seek the love of the so-called white man, and ultimately to seek the love of the world, man, right? Because in the end, it's not going to be worth it, right? You want to recheck your statements, and you want to basically go on like your whole mindset concerning homosexuals has been changed just because you've made a lot of money, right? That doesn't change anything, man, right? You know it ain't right to be a homosexual, to be a faggot, man. You know that deep down inside yourself. So why are you retracting the statements, man? Just because you're in the limelight now, right? It shows you that this industry, the entertainment industry, requires you to trimmish your own ways to seek the love, man, right? Which is not worth it, man, right? The scriptures tell you that the righteous are as bold as a lion, man. This guy is not as bold as a lion, right? As soon as that little bit of heat turned up in the kitchen, this guy had to flee from his own way of seeing things, man, just so he could stay in a certain position and carry on accumulating a certain amount of money and a certain amount of fame, man, which is not going to last anyway, man, right? That's why you got to, hold fast on your integrity in this truth, man, Why trimmest thou thy way to seek love? Therefore hast thou also taught the wicked ones thy ways, man, And that's our people all over, man. Now this is Mark chapter 8 and verse 36. For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world? Right? Because now you sold your soul for those riches, man. For that record deal, for that contract, right? For that 360 deal, right? And to lose his own soul. Because ultimately what you're doing is selling yourself, man. You're selling your own soul. You're compromising yourself, right? You're losing your integrity, right? To become a part of the so-called white man's system, right? And you're going to find out that it was not worth it in the beginning, man. You know, I myself, I used to be, you know, one to pursue this music industry, man. You know, you know, for what you how about Shimmy Shy, I didn't get into that business. The Lord kept setting up obstacles and, you know, making things happen to where it just didn't happen, man. And I thank the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai for that every time I can remember, man, because, hey, man, that's something you don't want to be involved in, man. You know, that music industry is a disgusting thing to be involved in, right? Whether you wanted to be a rapper, a music producer, you want to go into screenwriting, that whole industry is just messed up and demonic, man. It's something you should really want to stay clear of, man, right? You can't keep your integrity and, you know, become one with the music industry, right? And walk this path of truth. It's just not possible, man. And when I found that out, you know, I pretty much just said, you know what, forget this industry, man. I'm gonna put my life in Yahweh Shem Yahushai's hands, man. Right? I ain't gonna put it in the hands of these record execs, you know, begging for checks, having to compromise yourself to gain wealth. It's not worth it. You know? It ain't worth it. You know, why trimmest thou way to seek love? Fuck that love, man. That ain't love. That's some perverse, demonic world that you're better off staying clear of, man. You know? So this guy Stormzy, you know, hey man, you're through, man. You know, at least you repent, which I can't see you doing, but hey, it's not impossible. You know, unless you repent and, you know, denounce the so-called white man coming out of that industry and praise Yahweh Shem Yahushai, you're gonna get destroyed, just like the rest of the 2/3 that are not gonna change their ways, man. You know? So, you know, ain't nothing new under the sun, man. These things have been happening, you know, for decades, man, and they're gonna continue to happen until Yahweh Shem Yahushai makes his glorious return, man. You know? And with that, I'll say all praises to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, double honors to the apostles of GreatMillStone, and then shalom to you Akim out there that's pushing his truth in sincerity across the four winds. Shalom.